Morning, hot stuff. How you doing?
I'm tired.
Good morning, y'all. She says she's tired. No big surprise, right? Oh, man. How was this weekend?
Fun. It was really fun.
Fun? Really fun?
Didn't want to come home.
She didn't want to come home. We fell in love with East Tennessee all over again.
Yep.
Every time we go back to East Tennessee, we fall in love again and again. It's a beautiful place. Kind of really weighed on our minds a lot. Who knows, what direction we're going to go, or, what cards will be dealt throughout our lives, or where God wants us to be. But East Tennessee is always calling to us. And they don't charge a state income tax, and Indiana considers retirement tax income tax. So they tax your retirement like a lot of states do. So we've kind of started thinking that we may move to East Tennessee for a retirement farm when time comes, but that's a decade or more down the road. But it's definitely been weighing on our minds. It's kind of hard because you want to be where your kids are, but who knows where the kids will go, You raise them, and sometimes they're like a seed, and they just blow through the air and land anywhere, and then sometimes they plant their roots where you're at. You never know. So we're going to have to see how all that plays out. But it was a beautiful time. We got to go by Casey Farms again, and we picked up Doc Holliday. Handsome little pig.
He's so friendly. He's so sweet. As soon as I go out in the yard, he's chasing after me.
That's right.
He does like to bite my toes, though.
We'll have to stop that. We don't want him nibbling at toes. But handsome little pig. Couldn't be happier with him. Waited a long time to get that little guy. We hiked a little bit. That was fun. Yeah. Mama Dreams' knee was bothering her, so we didn't hike a whole lot, but we did hike a little bit. Is your knee any better?
No, it's been like this for a while.
No better, and we got that Rugged Maniac this weekend.
I know, that's what my mom said yesterday. She's like, your knee is bothering you, and you're choosing to do a mud run. I was like, life goes on. I plan to get a brace for it before with the copper in it for that, and I think my elbow. I'm a mess. I'm falling apart.
We'll do it at your pace, babe. It's okay.
I know, dear.
Yeah. No, we're not rushing. We're just there for the obstacles and having fun. My daughter Jenna and son-in-law Matt are like, as soon as they blow the whistle, we're gone. I'm like, all right, we'll see you at the finish line. I'm going to hang out with your mom and just enjoy the race, For us, it'll be more of just a play date than a race.
Yeah, we got a lot going on the next few weekends. This is just, the beginning, really. It's like a snowball effect.
Oh, yeah. Dance card's always full, y'all. Always
between that and volleyball games. Genesis will eventually be up to like 3 a week, I think, before the end of September's up. So
yeah, we had to be responsible, y'all, and it kind of sucks a little bit.
Adulting stinks.
So we had this epic road trip planned in November after the meet and greet. We were going to head out to Las Vegas. Mama Dreams has always wanted to see Las Vegas, and I was like, I'll take you, but only if we can make a road trip out of it and see all the cool sights on the way there on the northern arch, and then all of the cool sights on the southern arch on the way back. And that was the plan. And we saved up our leave and had it ready to go. But being responsible.
I've been saving all year for this trip.
Yeah, our floor in the front, the joists have rotted from whatever had happened long before we moved here, and it was you couldn't tell when you bought the house because they had carpet down, but as soon as you pulled the carpet, you could tell the floor was bouncy like a trampoline, and it's only gotten worse over the years.
Sinking. There's like this much gap between the wall and the floor.
Yeah, between the baseboard and the floor, it's dropped that much. So that's what we'll be spending our vacation doing, is tearing out and replacing the front room floor.
One night. We get to do one date night.
Yeah. She's planned us one pretty cool date night and day. That'll be fun.
That we wanted to stay there for a long while. So it's not that far from home.
Yeah.
So.
But that's adulting in a nutshell.
Being responsible.
Yeah. So there's always next year, I hope. You never know, but I hope.
We have another. We're replacing this one with another one for what you want to do for your 40th.
Yeah,
He turns 40 next year, guys. March.
Ugh, she won't let me forget it, y'all. She tells me every day, you're 40. I'm like, I'm not 40 yet.
Close enough.
I see how you are. They don't realize how mean you are to me off camera. She's abusive, y'all. She's abusive. I'm just joking.
mean.
She's sweet as pie. I'm playing. It's Tuesday. I'm gonna try to figure out some kind of taco crock pot meal because we've got a ton to do tonight after work. Our kids are gonna hate us. It's their least favorite time of the year, but it's a huge blessing for our family. So we'll be doing a lot of corn stalk cutting and sweet corn picking after work today.
On the hottest week.
Yeah.
Another hot week.
Yeah.
He was like, let's do corn this week.
Oh, no. That's just when it's ready. It wasn't me.
Roast.
Mother Nature said it's ready, brother. You better come get it.
Roast today.
Yeah. It just happens to be the hottest week. Speaking of the hottest week, if you hadn't seen our How We Beat the Heat YouTube video, check it out. Y'all just give your animals shade and water this week. It's going to be really rough on them. Southern Indiana is really mild on the summers, and this week we're going to get like 95 or 98, I think, which is really high for y'all, and people are freaking out. Coming from Carolina, we're used to triple-digit summers, so it's mild for us. It's still hot. We're going to sweat, no doubt, but it's nothing that we're alarmed about. But just make sure your animals have plenty of water and shade. Genesis's volleyball game last night was a nail-biter. The first game, the girls did awesome like they always do, and they went in there and they rocked the other team. And then the second game, it was almost like they fell asleep. And I was like, who is this team I'm watching? So they lost the second game, so then they had to do the best 2 out of 3. Third game, they were rocking again. I mean, they had a good lead, and then they just pissed it away, unfortunately. It was like they just came in and they knew what they were doing, and then all of a sudden they stopped for, remembering what they were doing. And I was like, oh my God, are they really going to lose? They were up by 8. What's going on? And thankfully, they pulled it off at the end. Braylon, great job winning the game for the team. It was a nail-biter. And if you're a parent and you support your kids in sports, like, you get invested in those games.
I am the mom that I've watched it enough, and I know all the girls in their positions. Like, I can literally say if one gets the ball, I can tell who she's going to set it up for next. Like, I can literally tell who's going to hit the ball. So then sometimes when I'm like, it's a lot. Like, I didn't realize that volleyball would be that intense, but
yeah,
it is. Especially when you're invested in those girls and them succeeding. You're right there on the court with them in spirit. So
yeah, and that other team, they had a little girl that when she'd get up to serve, she was a problem. That little girl was dropping bombs. I was like, wow. A little bitty thing. And she had to back all the way up to the door to serve. She was smacking the tar out of that ball. I was like, whoo. So it was coming in hot, and the girls was kind of flustered. They were like, what do we do with this? But they figured it out, and that worked out for them.
good.
Ah, man. Y'all, our flowers are doing great. Our pollinators are doing great. But
So
the weeds
pretty.
have taken over the garden.
It's okay.
And at this point, it's just kind of a wash for me. I'll keep picking vegetables out of it, but I'm not stressing about weeding it no more. I'll turn the coonies loose on it this fall and let them do what they do, How are your gardens doing? We'd love to know about that. I'm often jealous, and we're not supposed to be jealous, but I'm often jealous of the folks that just have a lot of time to dedicate to their gardens, and they look so beautiful. And, like my buddy Tad at Gypsy Rain Organics, that's his job. So his garden is like a dream garden for me, but I have to remind myself, that's his job. Tad, your garden, Cody, you guys, Stephanie, y'all make that place look amazing, and I love it. So how are y'all's gardens doing? And is it this weekend? Yeah, this weekend. Sunday, we get to hang out with Dirk and Natalie from Mama Bear's Homestead and More. I'm excited about that. Did you forget? You forgot. Yep, Sunday we get to go hang out with them, so that'll be cool. We're going to shoot the video that we had meant to shoot like a weekend ago, so that'll be fun. They're going to go over rabbit processing, their way of rabbit processing, and they're also going to be demonstrating at the fall meet and greet. So if you want to come get a live demonstration, come on out November 4th. Scottsburg, Indiana at the Woodman's Lodge, 8 to 5. We will be there having a grand old time, and you're invited. It's free.
Dinner after, we're working on getting a bounce house for kids. We're doing,
We're doing like kid activities.
Yeah.
We're doing like Homesteader Olympics for the kids. It's going to be fun, yeah. We're going to do a hay bale toss. We're going to launch pumpkins from a catapult. Just all kinds of cool stuff.
I thought about trying to get together for pumpkin eating contest for the kids
Pumpkin pie
and adults.
Yeah, there you go. Adult pie eating contest.
Oh, yeah.
So bring your bibs, y'all. If you come, you might need them. You're going to get messy.
It's gonna be a lot of fun.
Yeah, I got the local blacksmith. He's making a sweet, massive mallet for smashing pumpkins, so that'll be fun too. Just all kinds of good times, and we're looking forward to it. But it's enough bending your ear this morning. We hope you have a great day. And as always, till next time, y'all.
Keep dreaming.